The world is eager to eradicate the discrimination toward the people with not so fortunate life. But is it really for the sake of them? Or are we just trying to avoid living with them? Last year, 2024, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, marked the 30th year since the adoption of the Salamanca Statement on Inclusion in Education. But what does inclusive education really mean, and what does the Salamanca have to do with it? Well, Salamanca Statement is not named after a person, but rather a major international declaration about the inclusive education. This declaration was held at a World Conference in Salamanca, Spain in 1994, which was organized by the UNESCO. This declaration emphasizes the call to address the education and become accessible for all regardless of who you are and what you are. This eagerness have continued and became the fourth goal in Sustainable Development Goals. This goal aims to ensure an inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030. Well, we are now 4 years away from the target date of this goal. In the Philippines, the Department of Education, or DepEd, released DepEd Order Number 21 titled Policy Guidelines on the K-12 Basic Education Program, which includes a policy framework on inclusive education. This framework promotes the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education. In addition, the Republic Act Number 11650, titled Instituting a Policy of Inclusion and Services for Learners with Disabilities in Support of Inclusive Education Act. This policy will identify the rights of people with disabilities, outline strategies for improving access to education and other services, and identify areas where additional support is needed. Clearly, the world has been taking an action to remove the gap between people. But with all this, are they really closing the gap? Despite the years of fighting and promoting for an inclusive education, deep disparities remain. According to UNESCO, millions of children and youth are still denied their right to education. There are over 7 million refugee children who are not enrolled in schools. Or maybe they are merely vocal without demonstrating any significant impact. Is it all just for a show? Meet Rayhana, a student from Polytechnic College of the city of Meycauayan, who constantly receives a judgment because of her beliefs and how she dresses herself up. It cannot deny the fact that some people mock her because of their traditional attire. Some people would say, "Are not you feeling hot? You endure all of that because of your religion?" But I just always look at the brighter side of everything. At school, I barely experience such thing. Most of the time, people would stare at me, but not out of ill feeling towards me, but rather curiosity. So, I just let them be. I can still feel how accepted the likes of me in my school community. I was even encouraged to join a school organization because of my skills, regardless of how the way I look. I can attest how inclusivity is being observed in my environment. It is not tangible, but it is visible to the eyes. It can be felt by anyone. That's what matters for me the most, to be able to fit in with others without holding myself back. We cannot deny the fact that millions have already benefited to their mass promotion of inclusivity. Inclusive education in schools can be seen in many simple and practical ways. Unlike before, the learners now with different needs are placed in regular classrooms where they learn together with others. And teachers adjust their lessons so that everyone can follow all throughout the discussion. There are students who receive individualized plans and guidance from SPED teachers or learning aids to help them catch up with the discussion. The environment for the PWDs have now become accessible through ROMs, handrails, and clear pathways. Teachers, parents, and all its stakeholders work together to support each learner. Many schools now promote kindness and anti-bullying to make sure all students feel accepted. With all these efforts from different sectors, we can safely say that their target, a well-conducive and inclusive education, is moving forward. Although we cannot say that they have already closed the gap 100%, but there are visible manifestations of their advocacy for education.